What's up there, gear dudes and dudettes, as well as foodies? Today, we have a chance to test out the Solo Stove Prime. Maybe it's called the Pi Prime, the PI Prime? Pie, like pizza pie? I don't know, but let's get into it. Right now it's heating up, pretty self-explanatory. It's recommended that you heat it up for about 30 minutes before you actually do your first bake. So that's what we're doing right now. In 30 minutes, we'll check back. So the Prime has been primed, and not a minute too soon because it's getting colder and I'm hungry. And what I'm really excited about is that I get to test this thing out first before it has any gluten in there, because my body doesn't like the gluten. About to fire this thing up. So the pizza's in. As far as the temperature, there's a high heat all the way down to low, and somewhere about 3/4 of the way, there's two little orange dots, and that's where the temperature should be. Now, once you get this thing in here, you need to rotate it about every 10 to 15 seconds. So you got a little bit of work ahead of you. But if you want an even crisp, that's just the price you have to pay for cooking pizza in the wilderness. I think it's done.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Damn, that's quick.
All right. Now, this is a gluten-free pizza, but I think it took like 3 minutes or less, and I think it's done. Woo! Now, oh, look at this. Look. I'm not going to tilt it too much. Woo! Look at that bad boy. Holy shnikes. How cool is that? Pizza! Look at this. Can you guys see this? I don't know if you can see the sunset. Right there. Oh, man. Epic! Do you need the turnstile, the rocker blade, the silicone mat, or the bamboo peel? You could, I don't know, what are you going to do? Take it out with your hands? You might as well make the experience plush, whatever you want to call it. You're cooking a pizza in the backcountry. All right, so the rocker blade, check this thing out. We're going to put it up.
Okay.
Apologies about the audio if it's not great. I am not mic'd up, and it is a little bit windy out here in the tundra of Colorado. So I've now cooked a dinner pizza and a breakfast pizza. Breakfast pizza because it's in the morning and I threw some bacon on it. But I wanted to give you some initial thoughts on the Solo Stove Prime. It's pretty light. I don't know how much it weighs. I'll put that in later once I kind of figure it out. This is a little bit of a different review. I didn't just kind of brought it out and I hope for the best. And it's pretty easy to use. So there's only the stove, and then there's the two kind of pizza rocks is what I'll call them. So really there's only 3 pieces to this stove. Obviously there's a cord that goes to the back to a large propane tank. You can use a little guy or a big one. Super self-explanatory to set up. You want to find a solid base. So I'm using the Escapade teardrop trailer today, and there's this really sweet little table that just kind of pops off on the side. But you want to make sure that you have a stable base because you are cooking something somewhere between 400 and 700 degrees. In the instruction manual, there's a picture of someone holding a temperature gauge next to it. That does not come standard with the Solo Stove, or if it did, perhaps I missed it in the box. I felt like I didn't necessarily need it. We heated it up for 30 minutes, as it said. You want to just kind of burn off all the funk if it's your first time doing it. But then after that, really you need about 15 minutes. For this morning's breakfast pizza, I turned it on. You just crank it down, and then when you hear that little click, that's the spark. So it might take just a few times. You can hear the gas come on, and then boom, you'll hear that click. Just kind of stand back from it. When you see the flames, you're good to go. I kept it on high for about 15 minutes, so it's recommended to kind of get up. It actually said it could get up to like 700 degrees. Now, I personally cooked a previously frozen pizza. So previously frozen gluten-free pizza, just because that's usually what I eat, and I'm kind of lazy when it comes to my pizza. I let the pizza come up to room temperature. Now that's a pizza that I typically will put in a 400 degree oven for about 14 to 15 minutes. It cooked in less than 3 minutes in this guy, which surprised me quite a bit. Now, as far as how do you know your pizza's done, if it's bubbling and popping and the cheese is popping and it looks like it's pretty crispy, it's probably done. Once your pie is in there, you want to slide under. You want to give it about 20 seconds for it to kind of firm up a little bit. And then you want to turn it about every 10 to 15 seconds. 10 to 15 seconds, just making sure you're getting nice and well-rounded. Now, taking the pie out, I did slide it out with the giant spatula, slid it onto the bamboo board. Do you need that? Not necessarily, but man, does it make it easier. You could see even after a couple of uses, it'll start to get that little patina where it kind of turns kind of a nice bronzish color. As far as cleaning, you probably shouldn't use anything abrasive, just like a nice soapy towel around there. I would recommend for storing it or for transport, you keep it straight up and down. I'm probably going to keep these little bricks, the little rock pieces inside there. You could take it out. If you take those things out, you can move it around side to side, but if you're going to keep them in, you don't want to be moving it too much. Also comes with this little starter guide, just tells you a little bit more of the same things that I was just talking about. Getting it up, turning it on for 30 minutes or so, letting the funk get out of there. And then after that, for your first pizza, after maybe letting it go for like 15 minutes, when you put it in there, let it go for about 20 seconds first, then turning it. But it also talks about cooking steak. So, I'm going to have to cook some steaks in there. In the back of this little booklet, there's also a bunch of recipes with some troubleshooting as well. So if your dough doesn't rise, what could be happening if you have any issues. Again, we were using a frozen pizza, so it didn't really matter. It makes a damn good pizza. At this moment in time, I don't exactly know the specs as far as how tall, wide. I'll put that all in. Hey, I can put it in right there because it's a video and you can do things like that. Again, I apologize for the audio in this video if it is hard to hear. Long story short, this was my first time trying out the Solo Stove Prime. It was awesome. It made a delicious pizza. It cooked way faster than I thought it would. It was much lighter than I thought it would be. Super easy to put together. And I'm really excited about making some steaks on here. Probably do a follow-up video with some steaks. Thanks for watching. Remember, it only takes a half a second to click that little like, subscribe, share if you found this video helpful, or if you have any questions at all, please let us know. We'd be more than happy to answer them if we can. Thanks for watching.
I'll tell you. Leopard spotted crust, toasty cheese, and sizzling toppings are a sign that your pizza is ready. The toppings are crispy, the crust is leopard looking.
Leopard looking?
Yeah, it says that.
Check this thing out.